it's time for a midday fix of fashion.
From breaking headlines to bathroom whispers, all served hot and fresh. I'm Ferdi Salvador. Glad to have you with us.
I'm Mai Rodriguez. This is the Daily Dish. Kung Hei Pat Choy!
Kung Hei Pat Choy!
Yes, and I'm Chal Lontoc, blending in with the couch. Join us in the next hour and a half for the news, meets, and stories that matter to you. Happy Chinese New Year
Happy
to everyone.
Chinese New Year. Okay, they might be asking, since you mentioned that you're blending with the couch, they might be asking, why are they not wearing red? Where most people are supposed to be wearing red for Kung Hei Fat Choy season.
Well, because, first of all, Chinese New Year is still tomorrow, but we're celebrating it tonight. And also, we've been learning from all our guests here at the TDD, or the Daily Dish, that we should counter the red, fiery red of the horse.
From our Feng Shui experts.
Yes, that we've been
I think
having here.
orange is a good color too because it's still bright. It's still, like...
But it's not as fierce to counter it. But beige, tans, browns are the way to ease it up.
Our Feng Shui experts, actually, that we had here as guests, they said not too much red, just maybe hints of red in your outfit.
Yeah, and you know what? I was reading this morning, those little things. So, for example, not too much red, counter it with neutral colors.
Yes.
Some sites also said don't take a bath tomorrow, don't shampoo your hair because it's...
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, I have it with me, but I didn't post it on our group chat. But they said don't take a nap in the afternoon, but because that's laziness.
Maybe don't cut your hair as well.
Don't normally cut your hair.
Cut your hair to let go of anything
I just cut
heavy.
my hair yesterday.
Wow.
Perfect timing. Bravo
By the way,
to Mai.
guys.
Oh, yeah. Speaking about cut, meron discount.
Speaking about cut, I'm gonna cut our banter. Happy birthday to our very own Mikey Oreta.
Happy birthday, Mikey!
Woo!
Happy birthday, Mikey. And
She's looking fresh at 25.
perfect. Oh, I thought she was 24.
She's 25. This is her birthday today.
Regardless of her age, she doesn't look a day or year older,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Well, another thing that is also getting cut are movie tickets
Yes.
at Robinson's Movie World because nearly half the price it will be cut, which is good news for people who need entertainment, right?
Fantastic news.
This is actually good news because everywhere else you see movie tickets skyrocketing,
Super.
right? It started as 150 back in the day,
Yes.
if I remember correctly, and now it's like 400, even higher.
Some places also charge over 1,000 pesos, but those are
Yeah,
like the
depending.
Premium
specialized
ones,
and the
yeah.
premium ones. So, but I think Robinsons is trying
Good
to...
job,
Yeah,
yes.
I think they're trying to, make sure that the moviegoers come back to the cinemas. It's not all about... Because, look, it's... If you have numbers that come in, then you make your margin.
It helps everyone and the economy. Not just that, because a lot of us are already stuck at home just watching, which is really convenient and fun. But this one pushes us to go out with family, friends,
That's
loved
true.
ones, diba?
Yeah, to go
Face
out to the
face.
malls, and when you watch a movie, you go eat as well, right?
And not
So
only
it's
that,
good
you're
for-
not on your devices, guys.
There we go. And you're
Diba?
really being in the moment.
I love that. I love being in the moment. And okay, so we went to go check out this site about everybody's all about wellness and cold plunges.
I see it everywhere on my feed first.
Correct.
Every day, someone in the Philippines, especially in Metro Manila, is doing a cold plunge. But you shared with us something special.
I love,
Yes.
don't get me, I love cold plunges. In fact, the guy who taught me how to do a cold plunge, Walid in Bali, is actually in Manila, but I think he left today.
No, but how often do you do it?
I should do it often based on what I've learned. But some people are dispelling it. So there's this fellow, Dango.
He's pretty known in the health industry when it
Yes.
comes to wellness, health, and exercise
Yes.
and mindsetting. So Dan Go on Health Trends shared that there's no need to actually do cold plunging. It's not as healthy as we think.
Yeah.
And similarly, I
This is
found...
part of his thread that said 8 health trends that need to die in
To
2026.
die.
Okay.
Like goodbye.
So one of them is the cold plunge because he says, while it's good for your dopamine, there are studies that say that it blunts muscle growth.
Yes, and it stunts it also. So, and then he's saying CGMs or for the wearable things on your wrist.
Yeah. And also excessive healthy eating.
Yes, you are turning normal body variation into anxieties. Right? He said steps, sleep, weights, nature. That covers 90% of the game. So stop overcomplicating it, according to Dan Go.
I think this is
So there's
way
a lot
easier
in
to
there.
follow. Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
whichever way you think of or want to follow, it's always nice to do a little research and read all aspects.
Yeah, but this is coming from one person. You know, we're going to get experts on the
Also,
show.
balance is key to
Balance is
everything.
As always. And the hardest still.
Yeah. And then, of course, we've got guests today. Mai, who do we have?
Yes, we have stage actors Jasmine Curtis Smith and Esteban Mara.
Yay.
They're going to talk about their new musical, or is it they're back, Jasmine
Theater.
Curtis Smith is back on the theater stage with Endo. That's the new play.
And also, we'll be showing you our Old Manila Walks with Ivan Mandy. We did a Binondo tour perfect for today.
I'm so jealous.
We ate our way through. Oh, but you flew naman over the weekend.
Grabe naman.
With the air show.
I was
diba?
in Clark.
Well, I was expecting you to ride the hot air balloon. We were
No,
waiting.
but I do have my Inspector Gadget jacket without the hot air balloon. But
Because of the wind conditions, I guess, right?
Because of the wind conditions,
All
yeah.
right, those stories and conversations coming up. We have a packed show,
Yes.
guys. But first, we have the headlines. In today's headlines, the Sandigan Bayan enters a not guilty plea for former Senator Bong Revilla over his malversation case. The DPWH appoints new officials to replace those linked to the flood control scandal. The oldest Chinatown in Manila is abuzz on the eve of Chinese New Year. Our Monique Tuzon Basi will be reporting live from Binondo. And later in the show, we'll have actors Jasmine Curtis Smith and Esteban Mara on their latest stage adaptation of Cinemalaya film Endo. We also have Ivan Mandy who will walk us through Binondo. Our top story, the Sandigan Bayan 3rd Division entered a not guilty plea on behalf of former Senator Bong Revilla, who once again refused to enter any plea in his arraignment this morning. This is in connection to the case of malversation of public funds over the 92.8 million peso ghost flood control project in Pandi, Bulacan. Meanwhile, his co-accused Juanito Mendoza, an accountant at the DPWH Bulacan 1st District Office, personally entered a not guilty plea. It can be recalled that on February 9, Revilla also refused to enter a plea in a separate graft case before the Sandigan Bayan 4th Division, which is also related to the same project. A pre-trial hearing is set on March 6. Meanwhile, the court has granted Revilla's camp until February 20 to file a petition for bail. The Public Works and Highways Department moves to clean house amid the country's worst corruption scandal in recent years. New promotions are in place, and we have the details from Ian Maghanoy joining us on the phone now. Ian, go ahead.
Yes, Mai, at least 6 employees of the Department of Public Works and Highways have been promoted to replace those who were implicated in the flood control scandal. These include Central Luzon Officer in Charge, Regional Director Arnold Ocampo, Sarangani District Assistant Engineer Abdul Motsalib Kansi Jr., Romblon District Engineer Adiel Catanes, Masbate District Engineer LV Benig, Bulacan District Engineer Kenneth Fernando, and another official from Sorsogon named Percy Hibulan, whose designation and deployment will be announced later. According to Public Works Chief Vince Dizon, Sarangani District Assistant Engineer Abdul Motsalib Kansi Jr. has applied for promotion at least 10 times but was continuously denied due to lack of political endorsements. Dizon stressed that Bulacan District Engineer Kenneth Fernando, meanwhile, will replace former Bulacan Public Works Engineer Henry Alcantara. It can be recalled that at least 8 DPWH officials were sacked due to alleged involvement in the public works scandal. Dizon also announced that the signing Dizon also announced the signing of a new technical evaluation criteria for DPWH officials. It is a new policy that enforces stricter protocols to ensure an immediate, effective, and timely response in repairing and maintaining public works projects affected by calamities, as well as the accomplishment of projects across all regions. Mai?
Ian, do we know if Secretary Dizon has signed the new department order?
My Public Works Chief Vince Dizon has yet to sign the document. However, the six newly appointed Public Works officials are expected to strictly abide by the new policy. Mai?
Thank you, Ian Maghanoy reporting. The House of Representatives is paying tribute to former Speaker Jose De Venecia Jr., who passed away last week. Joan Manalo is live at the Batasang Pambansa, where there's a necrological service for JDV. Joan, go ahead.
The House of Representatives is holding a memorial service today here at the plenary session hall in honor of the former House Speaker Jose De Venecia Jr. House Speaker Boji D led today's service, delivering a tribute to the late speaker. In his message, D recounted how he served alongside De Venecia during the 12th, 13th, and 14th Congresses and emphasized how the former speaker set a high standard of leadership in the chamber. D said De Venecia raised expectations of dignity and conduct, discipline and stewardship, and fidelity to the nation above all else. He added that De Venecia continuously reminded lawmakers that they rise not for themselves, but for the sake of the country. The speaker then called on members of the House to reflect on De Venecia's life, his legacy, and the standard of statesmanship he leaves behind. Four other former House speakers were also present at today's necrological service. Among them were former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, later Representative Martin Romualdez, former Senate President Manny Villar, and Feliciano Belmonte Jr. Each delivered their own tributes before the plenary, honoring De Venecia's contributions to the House and to the nation. Last week, the House adopted House Resolution 758, formally expressing its profound condolences to the family of De Venecia. The resolution was authored by Speaker D, Majority Leader Ferdinand Alexander Marcos, and Minority Leader Marcelino Libanan. De Venecia passed away on February 10, 2026 at the age of 89, and he served as a member of the House of Representatives for 7 terms. Mai.
Joan, many political figures attended today's tribute. What was the common theme of their messages, and how did they remember the late speaker?
The common theme among the messages sent by various political figures here is their gratitude to De Venecia, not only for being a member of the House, but also for his contributions to the Filipino people, particularly in advancing legislation aimed at economic growth. Macapagal Arroyo earlier highlighted De Venecia's background in business, saying his private sector experience greatly informed his work in the government, and he also stood as a testament to the endurance and skill to his endurance and skill rather as a leader. Meanwhile, Villar expressed gratitude for De Venecia's leadership, recalling their time working together when he served as Senate President and De Venecia led the House. Romualdez, meanwhile, highlighted De Venecia as the father of the Rainbow Coalition, emphasizing that he brought together lawmakers across party lines. And Belmonte, on the other hand, stressed De Venecia's bold mindset that Asia's future depends on its economic and political integration. Right now, we are awaiting a speech from Pangasinan Representative Maria Georgina Vera Perez de Venecia, the late speaker's wife, who is expected to share the family's message. Mai.
Thank you, Joan Manalo, live from the Batasang Pambansa. The Senate is holding its fourth public consultation on the proposed anti-political dynasty bill aimed at limiting the political power of only a few families across the country. Hannah T is live from Marilao, Bulacan with the latest. Hi, Hannah.
Yes, Mai, a group of metal workers in the Philippines is strongly urging government officials to back the anti-political dynasty bill as the Senate Committee on Electoral Reforms holds its fourth public consultation on the measure. Philippine Metal Workers Alliance Deputy Secretary General El Latinazo said incumbent officials should now take a clear stand calling it high time to support the legislation, especially amid the ongoing flood control scandal that has once again exposed how power and resources can be concentrated within political families. That challenge was met by Senator Risa Ontiveros, who chairs the committee and is pushing a version of the bill that seeks to prohibit political dynasties up to the fourth degree of consanguinity. Earlier in the consultation, Marilao Bulacan Mayor Jem C. offered a more limited approach, saying the prohibition should extend only up to the second degree of consanguinity, as cousins of a certain official may be considered a different household. For her, simultaneous possessions within the same family should be barred, while successive terms may be considered depending on performance and the people's mandate. Meanwhile, Bulacan Vice Governor Alexis Castro expressed full support for the anti-political dynasty bill, saying ordinary but capable individuals are often discouraged from running for office because of well-entrenched political names. Castro pointed out that in his decade of public service, he has no relatives holding elective office. He also addressed speculation that his wife or child may run for office, saying that despite his influence and electoral viability in the province, this is not consistent with their values. According to Castro, if a politician is serious about genuine change, that commitment must begin with personal restraint and leading by example. My
Hannah, so far, has anyone opposed the push for an anti-political dynasty law, which many sectors have been clamoring for decades now?
Mhm. Mhm. My so far, this is the fourth public consultation na kasi, no, but so far no group has opposed the push for an anti-political dynasty bill. In fact, most of the speakers earlier today said na kailangang maipasa na ito hopefully before June. And so far, ito na yung pangalawa sa huling public consultation ng Senate Committee on Electoral Reforms. Next week, they will be in Cagayan de Oro City. Back to you, Mai.
Thank you, Hanati, joining us from Marilao, Bulacan. Millions worldwide are preparing to welcome the Year of the Fire Horse. In a few hours, Lunar New Year 2026, also known as the Spring Festival 2026, will be upon us. Let's check the celebrations, which are kicking off today. Monique Tuzon joins us live from Binondo in Manila. Hi, Monique. Kung hei fat choy. What is happening there?
Hi, Mai, Chal, and Ferdi, Kong Hei Fa Choi. So I'm here right now at the heart of Binondo, where Chinese New Year countdown festivities are in full swing. I'm especially looking forward to the food, of course. Guests are enjoying colorful cultural rituals, interactive wish-granting traditions, and festive installations that celebrate luck, prosperity, and new beginnings. Now, joining us today is the General Manager of Lucky Chinatown, Ms. Noriko Misoguchi. Hi, Ms. Nori. Thank you so much for joining us. A lot is happening. I'm excited to be here. Tell me what makes this year's celebration different from the previous years, and why is this special?
All right. There's so much in store for our visitors here in Lucky Chinatown. We have our Basic Food Fair. It showcased the Asian street foods here in Lucky Chinatown. It's already in full swing until February 22nd. We also have the 8 Lucky Rituals. The 8 Lucky Rituals is the heart of the celebration here in Lucky Chinatown. And yesterday, we launched our lead hanging cylinder. It's the first in the Philippines. Then tonight, we will be having the CNY concert. It's starting at 7 p.m. and then tomorrow we will have the grand parade. And of course, the most awaited day for the Lucky Chinatown team is the Imperial Wing expansion opening.
Congratulations, and a lot is happening. It's jam-packed. But for those who typically don't come to Chinatown, for example, like the younger ones, how do you honor Chinese traditions and making it more modern and exciting for the younger generation so they can come here?
Well, if I may share with you, what we envision for Lucky Chinatown is to be the beacon of light in Binondo, embracing culture, elevating lifestyle. So embracing culture, this is how we would like to retain the soul thematic mall in Binondo. We are the upscale, the only lifestyle mall in Binondo. And of course, elevating lifestyle. This is what we would like our customers to feel, to experience whenever they visit Lucky Chinatown. So it's more on innovation. It's catering to the mid-market, to our younger generations here in Lucky Chinatown. So we have the immersive, innovative, high-impact digital device, which is already in the atrium. It's the first dead hanging cylinder in the Philippines.
Thank you so much, Ms. Noriko, the GM of Lucky Chinatown Mall. Again, we are so excited for what's to come, and thank you for having us here. Now, beyond the traditions, the celebration also features exciting live performances and a lively atmosphere that truly brings the community together. And of course, no Chinese New Year celebration is complete without food. From symbolic dishes believed to bring prosperity to festive treats shared among families and friends.
Ang Chinese New Year po kasi, ito yung start ng bagong taon. No? So, gusto natin maganda yung start ng bagong taon. So, tikoy symbolizes kasi three things. No? Unang-una yung pagiging bilog. Pag bilog kasi unang-una hugis pero siya. Pangalawa, pag bilog, wala siyang kanto, so walang problema. Yung pangalawa naman po is yung pagiging malagkit niya. Pag malagkit, ito yung nag-symbolize ng pagdikit ng swerte sa close family ties natin mga Pilipino. At pangatlo naman, yung pagiging matamis, it signifies naman a sweeter life, tsaka sweetness to the family and friends.
And fans are also looking forward to performances tonight from Dionella and Lola Amor, who I personally love, making this countdown even more exciting. Mai, Ferdi, and Chal, Kong Hei Fa Choi, I may stay for Dionella and Lola Amor tonight.
Kong Hei Fa Choi, exciting things in store over there as the countdown begins for the Chinese New Year. Monique Tuzon, live from Binondo, Manila. Thanks, Monique. Now, a construction firm partners with the government in its housing project and vows to stimulate economic activity. Wedge Kudyamat is on the phone for more. Hi, Wedge. What can you tell us?
Hi, Mai. Megawide Construction Corporation partnership with Pag-ibig Fund on producing precast housing components will not just speed up house delivery, but will help create jobs, sustain construction activity, and stimulate the economy. Precast and Construction Solutions, a subsidiary of Megawide Construction Corporation, will produce precast housing components for expanded Pambansang Pabahay para sa Pilipino program, or the expanded 4PH financed by Pag-ibig Fund, like precast wall, precast half slab, precast stairs, customized precast, precast beam, precast bathroom units, and precast hollow core slab. According to Megawide Construction Corporation Chairman and CEO Edgar Saavedra, their goal is to build a first-world Philippines with a responsibility through engineering excellence, innovation, and an unwavering commitment to progress. The Megawide Construction Corporation chairman recognizes true progress built on collaboration, the reason why they continue to partner with industry leaders like the Pag-ibig Fund. Back to you, Mai.
Wedge, I see President Bongbong Marcos in your video. What did he say about this project?
President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. toured the precast facility of Megawide Construction Corporation to inspect advanced construction systems that will be utilized by Megawide on its expanded 4PH projects nationwide. And somehow he was amazed by the modern technology being used and utilized now by Megawide Construction Corporation. Mai?
Thank you, Wedge Kulyamat, reporting. Now, what do the stars say about the country's political future? On BNC's The Spokes, astrologer and feng shui expert Resty Santiago says Vice President Sara Duterte could face an impeachment trial, citing astrological eclipses as a factor. VP Sara is facing 3 complaints in just over a week, alleging misuse of confidential funds, both as Vice President and during her time as Education Secretary.
Matutuloy ba ang Senate impeachment trial ni Vice President Sara?
I think so.
And your basis is?
there are eclipses affecting her. And
This is a Western, yung eclipse again, di ba? Western yun.
Yes,
Okay.
and the horse nga and ang ating category kanina kung hindi mo natanggap, hinaharap harap-harapan yung mga problema or accusations nagpapa-victim effect ka the effect is that the horse will try to
Catch up with you.
kick you.
Kick you. Naninipa, sumisip.
Based on the
talaga?
symbolism, Based on the symbolism.
yeah.
It's not a literal thing.
Okay,
But that's how the energy works.
The astrologer also predicts trouble for Senators Bato de la Rosa and Bongo, who are named co-perpetrators in former President Duterte's drug war. He also commented on fugitives former Congressman Zaldico, linked to the multi-billion peso flood control scandal, and gambling tycoon Charlie Atong Ang, who's connected to the high-profile missing Sabongeros case.
I think yung dalawang senator.
Specifically?
Yung dalawang senator, I think talagang, kasi yan parang, di ba? It's a whole family, it's a whole system, no? So I think talagang may action, na tatamaan sila.
Si Saldico is water rabbit, si Atong ang water snake.
Okay, based on that initial information, so may friends, may support sila, so baka mahirap silang hanapin,
Si Saldi at saka si bakit? Dahil may friends sila?
Oo.
Wala bang friends si Bato at saka
Hindi, ibig sabihin, ito yung prominent ko yun. Kasi yung naman, yung sa mga senator naman, parang it's a long-term process, may nasimula na, and then, ito nga, beyond the years energy na yan, kasi it's more of karmic, Karmic, ibig sabihin, it's the law of action and reaction, the law of balance, affecting them.
A new development in the now infamous Ang Pao scandal involving Miss Universe Philippines 2023 Michelle D. Her camp has filed another complaint, this time with the NBI. Andrea Salve is on the phone for the details. Go ahead, Andrea.
My beauty queen Michelle D and her lawyers had just left the NBI building. What they shared was that they filed a cyber libel complaint before the NBI Cybercrime Division against several social media personalities and pages which allegedly subjected her in various fake news. D's name recently hit the headlines following allegations of illegal detention and torture were thrown against her housemate, actress Rian Ramos, and another beauty queen, Bilyonaryo heiress Samantha Panlilio. The allegations came from Ramos' driver, alias Totoy, who had first sought the Bureau's expertise to investigate the incident. We've witnessed in plain view how the probe developed these past few weeks. Alias Totoy and NBI agents handling the case had traveled several times to Ramos and D's condominium in Makati, where the crime allegedly transpired. The investigation also crossed to the Makati PNP, whose personnel were also implicated in the case for physical abuse during alias Totoy's detention there for allegedly stealing several photos owned by D. The case has been dismissed by the Makati Prosecutor's Office and was recommended to be refiled for preliminary investigation, which D's camp had earlier done. Mai.
Thank you, Andrea Salve reporting. Preparations are underway for the upcoming 40th EDSA People Power Anniversary. Just Ignacio is joining us on the phone for more. Hi, Just.
My Father Jerome Siciliano, the director of EDSA Tribe, emphasized that reaching out to the youth is the primary goal of the upcoming activities for the 40th anniversary of the EDSA People Power Revolution on February 25. The milestone celebration features a diverse lineup of events, including photo exhibits and a special coffee table group that commemorates the life and legacy of the late Cardinal Sin. To foster connection with the new generation, a series of symposia on social issues and prayer rallies with guest speakers have been organized to discuss the relevance of democracy today. The religious sector has scheduled several devotional events, such as the visit of Our Lady of Peace to Esther School and the Lunar Masses running from February 16 to 24. A major highlight, of the commemoration is the prayer power sa EDSA Mass and Rally on February 22. which will be presided over by Cardinal Amber David at the EDSA Shrine. The anniversary festivities will conclude with a grand memorial procession on February 25, alongside community-focused efforts like medical missions and free legal consultations. Mike?
Thank you. Just Ignacio reporting. Up next, love, labor, and heartbreak take center stage. Two of today's most compelling actors are bringing a Cinemalaya classic back to life. Jasmine Curtis-Smith and Esteban will join us to talk about the powerful stage adaptation of Endo. Stay tuned. The Daily Dish will be right back.
Welcome back to the Daily Dish. Of course, we sign contracts for everything. Our jobs, our phones, even our streaming apps. But what happens when love starts to feel contractual too?
Oh no. Today we're joined by two stars of the stage adaptation of the Cinemalaya classic, Endo. Please welcome our favorite, Jasmine Curtis-Smith and Esteban Mara. Hi, folks.
Hello.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
And my good friend is back. I'm so happy to see you. Oh, naman. Sure. Oh, pero yung friendship natin walang Endo.
I know.
Walang contract.
Endo yun.
So, folks, tell us about this adaptation, Esteban.
So this adaptation, like what you said, Sir Ferdi.
Kanina na po.
Sorry. Ferdi. Okay. Sorry. It's an adaptation of that classic 2007 Cinemalaya film by Direct Jade Castro. And it's tackling the gripping story of love, ambition, and the tough choices we make for our dreams. So, yun.
Like what, Jazz?
Well, I mean, unfortunately, may mga kontrata tayong nagtatapos, hindi lang sa trabaho, pero minsan nasa, din yan, reputation natin, nasa relationships natin, friendships, love, romance, and friendships too. These are things na I think over time, nag-develop mas naging malawak yung definition of Endo from the film to this stage adaptation, in which we think na we're hoping we've covered yung mas modern take on that term, Endo. Kasi nga hindi na siya yung dati
Usual
lang na
end of contract.
End of contract lang, nasa trabaho lang.
Listening to it, okay. But first, I also want to welcome you and thank you for actually spending the last day of lunar year with us. So ito yung Endo natin today.
End of lunar year.
Yes,
end of lunar year. So may Endo rin tayo.
Okay yung colors nila.
O, pasok sa atin.
Because we're supposed to wear something medyo contra-fiery.
Para
Kasi wala kaming red.
May blue and white.
Perfect.
So you were saying, Jasmine, that this one is somewhat just more than a love story. I know that the 2007 play also has, some social critiquing involved. Does it have the same thing that we're going to be seeing in the play as well?
I think you'll find touches in it that definitely relate to the social scene right now, social cultural scene, even touching on a little bit of hints of, the themes of politics and how that can also cause for Endo in relationships or, friendships or even just status in life, your reputation, diba? Pag sa mga public personalities, influencers, ang dami ng influencers ngayon.
Right.
It's not restricted to actors or musicians or
to Chal Lontoc.
Exactly, or hosts. Now it's really anyone can have that. Para siyang tanning di ba? Para siyang ganon.
Yes. So parang everything is on the line.
Yeah, but
always.
does this have sort of a cancel culture twist to it? Because, of course, 2007 cancel culture is not in the mix yet. But Endo can, in fact, be an allusion to cancel culture.
I think yes. Because just like what Jasmine keeps on repeating, end of reputation, because of cancellation. In terms of our influencers, in terms of our mga public image. So we need to be very careful of whatever we put out there. So everything is on the line. And not just that, pati, kasi yun yung maganda dito sa play na adaptation ngayon. It's modernized or mas applicable na siya to today. For example, one example would be, for example, mga delivery riders. The ratings, how important it is for them, but for us na hindi nakakaranas ng ganong environment or ganong industry, parang 4 stars, 5 stars, very, ang dali lang eh. Pero for them, end of livelihood.
Yes.
Yung nakasalalay.
I mean, us also. I mean, we need ratings.
Yeah.
Guys, that's
For
why please
science,
follow
diba?
Jazz and Esteban. For later, magti-TikTok kami para mas mataas yung rating.
See the things that we do.
Exactly, diba?
True.
I like the take on this kasi it's actually more modern and up to times. Kasi in the previous film, the award-winning film during Cinemalaya, it just tackles the end of contracts of contractual workers plus going abroad. But now, gig economy na, diba? So it's really different. Aside from... Yes.
Gig economy.
Gig.
Racket.
Yung literal na gig talaga. Racket.
Racket.
No, but yeah, so how did you guys tackle on those topics? Did you actually put it out there? Like you mentioned influencers. You mentioned also talents, diba? Was it also in the play?
Yes, so we definitely cover those themes, topics under the theme of Endo. And also, I think it's just showing yung progression nga na hindi na siya limited to the traditional job of that end of contract. And usually dati sa mga department stores yan, no, sa mga grocery. Ngayon nga, delivery riders and tayo, our work, casual work, gig works, you know. So it's so important kasi I think matagal din nating ginusto na magkaroon tayo ng ganitong klaseng freedom din pagdating sa choosing anong gusto nating trabaho. Diba? Ang tagal na yung
Multiple
talk
things
of
at one. Pwede rin.
being multiple different things, pero also yung choices na ayoko nang mag 9 to 5, ayoko maging corporate, pero at the same time, that also means you're in the gig economy and then you have to face the reality na may Endo yan. Kakain ba ako today?
Kakain ba ako today?
Diba?
Ginusto mo yan.
Based on the rate.
But just tell me about your character, Tanya. What's she all about?
You know, she's really pure of passion and love in her life, pero hindi niya kasi pwedeng isacrifice yung sarili niya. She has a dream for herself. She has a dream for her relationship and what she wants out of the relationship. It's just, hindi minsan nagtutugma yung dreams or paano nyo gustong ma-achieve yung dreams na yun. And Tanya kasi is the type na parang di ko kayang i-sacrifice yung sarili ko or yung way of how I want to achieve this dream or this life that I want to pursue and have for myself.
Right.
So, yun siya. Yung parang hindi siya titigil.
Yeah. What about Leo?
Leo, basically love interest of Tanya. But more than that, Leo is your typical Filipino man. I'm pretty sure nami-meet natin si Leo in our day-to-day lives. So, yun yung gusto ko rin about the play because it highlights the typical Filipino people.
What's a typical Filipino man?
Basically, person that sacrifices own well-being for his family, prioritizes his family, his loved ones, even if it means wala siya. Parang ganon. So,
others first.
Yes,
oh my gosh.
yes. So, by the time na na-meet niya si Tanya, basically, nayanig yung mundo niya. And all of a sudden, parang nagkaroon siya ng new meaning to this world. So, it's very interesting how the discovery or the shift in Leo's personality happens when love is
parang siya naman.
in the picture. Yes, yes. So, yun yung maganda about the Endo.
What a shift, yeah.
What about Endo is because anong mas matimbang sa'yo? Reality or like your heart? The one that you want?
Ano sagot mo dyan, Ferdi? We will be right back.
That's true. We will be right back. Actually,
More talk with, of course, the topic on Endo and the play when the Daily Dish returns. Totoo, we will be right back.
Welcome back to the Daily Dish. Still with us are Jasmine Curtis Smith and Esteban Mara, stars of the stage adaptation of Endo. So, I just want to ask, you are also going through different phases in your life. Like, Esteban, his nickname is Esteban.
Yes.
You're just telling us about, we're asking you off air, what you do. You're an independent actor and you're transitioning into now mainstream film and TV work, right? So, yun ang endo mo for different stages, right?
Pwede.
Okay, so
correct.
where are, gusto mo yung tinitwist ko siya
Correct.
Gusto ko yun.
How are you managing that?
Right now, it's a very interesting phase because coming from theater, I've been doing theater since college. So right now, since last year lang yata, I started auditioning for films, TV. So it's very interesting because ako sobrang amazed ako with the difference of theater and the camera because the camera can do wonders. So right now, I'm in the phase of learning and discovering the world of the camera and also growing as a person.
What about your life stages right now? What's your endos?
Right now, I think end of being closed. I'm just open to everything. I'm
You're
open
done
to
being
everything.
closed.
Yes, because
So,
right now I think
is
I'm
this including dating?
no, actually that's something that I think won't endo.
Yan,
Won't endo.
Meron na.
Yes, yes.
So this is a perpetual contract?
I think so. I'd like to believe so because I go into relationships for good talaga. I mean,
whoever you
regular na siya,
are,
regular.
yes, yes.
Regular.
Hindi na siya training.
What about you, Jazz? It's been a year. There's a lot of things that's happened, both amazing and unfortunate. Where are you in your stage right now of Endo?
Well, I just did my theater comeback last year doing Tatlong Upuan, and I wanted to continue on that journey and that streak of enjoying the stage, actually. So if he's, para kaming magkabaliktad ni Esteban ngayon, actually. If he's, finding his foray in film and TV now, I'm also trying to strengthen my foray into theater and make sure na I can, kumbaga, make my craft thicker, make it fuller, and nourish it with different training then. Iba din kasi in theater, iba din yung one go lang.
Yes,
Walang
and you
second
also
take,
had a
so-
critically acclaimed movie that came out during
Thank you.
Manila Film Festival.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's right. So, very grateful. I really love doing films and TV, but I think this is one thing na has been on the back of my mind since before Tatlong Upuan for about a decade. So, iniisip ko lang, kailan kaya yung tamang panahon na magkaka-opportunity ulit.
Right.
And yeah, I'm just lucky nakapag-audition ako for Endo. And
Kailan pa ba mag-audition?
Kailangan pa ba ni Jasmine Curtis Smith mag-audition?
Of course, everyone should audition. Everyone,
And I
always.
guess that's the beauty of theater as well. Parang
Pantay-pantay. So,
That's why Chad and I don't do it. Kasi
I can't say it. I'll say it na.
Endo kami agad.
Endo kami pag pinakanta niyo ako. Si Ferdi pwede.
Acting Endo.
Well, I was just saying pwede ka mag-cameo. But I'll pick up on what you were asking because that's so interesting. As a film actress and as a theater actress, both have scripts.
Yes.
But the delivery and attack, iba. Which
Yes.
one do you enjoy more? The truth, ha?
it's tough.
Bakit ka tumingin doon?
It's so tough. It's kasi the preparations are very different from each other. The amount of time you spend working on it is very different in terms of executing it na. Live kasi ang theater, and then for film naman, you just get a little bit more prep time compared to TV.
Yeah.
TV is just so sudden minsan, and it's really you have to be quick on your feet.
So
It's
which
like,
one is closer to your
oh
heart?
my gosh.
Yes, tough questions. Is there
Kailangan
one?
sa
Ikaw
good
muna,
sense.
ikaw
sige.
muna.
Okay,
Ako,
Esteban.
ngayon thinking about it, siguro mas prefer ko or mas siguro close to my heart thinking theater siguro since I've been doing it for a long time. Nasa system ko na siya. And whenever I deliver lines kasi sa theater, parang I don't have to think of a lot of things aside from, of course, my blocking, my light. But in film and TV, of course, yeah, you have your lapel,
Yes.
you have your camera, you have your lighting. So for me, there's those compartments in my head whenever I act in front of a camera that I still need to think about. So the reason why I chose theater for me is it's closer to reality for me because mas nakafocus ako to my intention and to my lines, my objectives. Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, what about you, Jazz?
I think now that he said that, theater's definitely my number 2, but film has to be my number 1. Kasi nasanay na rin siguro ako na the technicalities of film also kind of help me into building into the character or to the scene and leads me into, okay, pag dito ka sa ilaw na to, make sure na, you know, the camera, masalo ka sa angulong to. And that helps me also motion my body to feel something sometimes. So that just is something that my muscles have been used to, I think. And also listening. Iba kasi I think when you prepare for theater and you and the director work on it for months at hand, whereas with the film director, it's really, I don't know.
Yeah, and people are going to be sad if you said the latter because you are the queen of indie films of the Philippines.
Grabe naman.
The queen!
Grabe na.
We all agree. Di ba, audience? Di ba?
Stop! Pagkalat natin yan.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Now we're gonna be playing some rapid fire. I guess you know this already. We ask a question, just answer with the first thing.
Esteban doesn't know.
Oh, just
answer
with the first thing that comes into your head. So definitely very improv
Sure,
theater.
sure.
Okay? So let's start. First up, for both of you, stage or screen?
Esteban.
Screen.
Screen. One word to describe your character in Endo. Esteban.
Selfless.
Jazz.
Dreamer.
Ooh, pre-show ritual.
Physicalization.
Ginger lemon tea.
Ginger
for the
lemon
voice.
tea.
Hot.
Okay.
Yeah, serious.
A dream role.
Success story of an athlete.
Generational family drama.
Oh, yours. Yours
I
first. Gusto ko sagutin mo yun. Dream role.
Dream role.
Hindi pala
Little Mermaid. No.
Nasaya ko.
Okay.
Gusto ko kay Mati na yung idol, tapos si Shawi, si Ate Mega, ang ano ko.
Hindi masamang
Why not?
hinarap. Okay. An actor who inspires you most?
Matthew McConaughey.
Meryl Streep.
Definitely.
Harder, memorizing lines or staying emotionally present?
Staying emotionally present.
Memorizing lines.
TV ka talaga. Okay. Film talaga. Okay.
Favorite rehearsal snack, if you snack at all? Diba?
Cookies?
Chichiria.
Like what kind?
Pinoy?
Oo, Pinoy.
Maalat, no? Or
Maalat. At saka yung mga maasim or
sabi ko
spicy.
sa'yo, magkaibigan talaga tayo. More nerve-wracking, live audience or camera close-up?
Camera close-up.
Camera close-up.
Close-up po sila.
Zoom in.
Yeah.
Okay, improvisation or strict script?
Strict script.
Improv. Sorry. Must prefer?
Yes.
Strict script.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
If you weren't an actor, what would you be, Esteban?
Sorry?
If you weren't an actor, what would you be?
Gym instructor.
Max.
Events manager?
I can see that.
Right?
I can
Why
see
not?
that. Okay.
Hire me.
One piece of advice for aspiring actors out there.
Just keep pushing and make sure you enjoy every single moment of it.
Guys.
Keep putting yourself out there, even when it sounds silly.
Nice. If you were in your character's situation in real life, would you still choose love?
Oh.
Yes.
Yes?
I don't know how to answer
I
that.
was gonna ask you, but you know, love always wins, so choose love. Best investment yan. How would you describe your heart right now? Taken, in love, or still looking?
In love.
Okay.
In love.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Kinilig
Both are in love! In love, okay. Dapat pala, how did you spend V-Day, Valentine's Day,
How did you
over the
spend it?
weekend?
One word.
Sorry, ang daming words. On
Sige.
top of the world.
On top of the
kala ko
world.
one.
Sige, a phrase, go.
I was playing video games and I was with my brother, so...
So
Valentine's
satisfying.
Day?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you both cook?
No.
But if you did, one dish you would serve every day.
Chicken breast.
Chicken breast.
Boring.
Gym talaga
With
siya.
mushroom sauce and like
Sure.
gravy or like French fries or something. Ako din, why not?
Really? I know
Protein.
you.
Eat your protein.
Protein.
Eat your protein.
Okay, this one I'll twist it up a bit. If you had 1 billion pesos, what would you end?
Gusto ko yung
World
what
hunger.
ends. Huh?
Which one?
World hunger.
World
like
hunger,
that.
yours.
Poverty.
Poverty. What would you end in your life naman, personal? No
now?
Miss Universe answers.
Overthinking.
Overthinking, okay.
Overthinking.
Overthinking financial stuff.
Okay.
Ay, kala ko end of ano na sana lang.
End of
End of
Meron
single.
ba?
End of singleness.
I buy myself. I buy myself. Ganon.
All right, folks, please invite our viewers to watch Endo. Jasmine.
Yes, hi everyone mga kabilyonaryo. Please watch out for Endo. That will be showing at Peta Theater this April and May.
Yes, presented to you by Ticket to Me, as well as PETA Plus, the stage adaptation of the acclaimed Cinemalaya 2007 Cinemalaya film of Direct Jade Castro. Witness the gripping story of love and choices that we make to make our dreams come true.
And who you here with in the
We're
cast?
here with Royce Cabrera.
Royce Cabrera.
We're here with Rissy Reyes Robinson, Kate Alejandrino Juan, Yana Bernardes, and myself.
Yes,
yourself.
and
And it's
myself.
directed, the stage adaptation is directed by Direct Melvin Lee.
And
Yes.
written by Miss Liza Magtoto.
Go watch that, folks, because if they're both in it, I'm sure it's going to be a great theater adaptation.
Yes.
All
Thank
right.
you so much for joining us, Jasmine, Curtis, Nick, and Esteban Mara. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, world sports and entertainment is up next. Stay tuned to the Daily Dish.
Welcome back to the Daily Dish. We begin world news in Hawaii. Mount Kilauea erupting again, shooting lava fountains and sending ash plumes over its opening. The U.S. Geological Survey says Sunday's eruption marks the 42nd episode of lava fountaining. Scientists say eruptions have been intermittent since December 2024, mostly from two vents inside the Halemaumau crater. Kilauea remains one of the most active volcanoes in the world. Brazil goes muddy as revelers celebrate the ecological carnival block. Participants cover themselves in thick mangrove mud to mark the 37th Pretinhos do Mangi Festival, highlighting women's roles and the community's link to local ecosystems. Officials praised the ecological focus and urged people to avoid crab fishing during mating season. The festival blends traditional music, community celebration, and environmental awareness.
Two Filipino-American brothers turn up at the Heat with the NBA All-Star Weekend. In a sibling showdown, one hits a game-winning shot against the other, setting the stage for more family action on court. Our U.S. correspondent Steve Angeles has that amazing story.
NBA All-Star Weekend began on Friday night with San Antonio Spurs rookie Dylan Harper and fourth-year pro Ron Harper Jr. of the Boston Celtics taking part in the Castrol Rising Stars Challenge, where the two brothers faced off in the opening game of the mini-tournament, and Dylan made a game-winning shot against his brother.
I was focused on winning the game, but I mean, it's nice to hit the game-winning shot with your brother. Just that sibling rivalry took us back to like the park or the gym, so I mean, that was honestly great.
The two Filipino brothers are the sons of former NBA player and five-time champion Ron Harper Sr. and Philippine-born Maria Pizarro, a former U.S. college player and coach. On Saturday night, Ron will join his two sons in the NBA Shooting Stars competition.
Mom is stoked, you know, she's dreamed of this for a while, you know, me and my brother just to be up there on the stage together, you know, Dad joining us tomorrow, so she's really excited. I'm sure she's going to be holding some tears.
Dylan, who's the #2 overall pick in this past NBA draft, credits his Pinoy upbringing as keys to his and his brother's success.
Remember where you came from, remember your upbringing, just like all the work you put in. So, I mean, I think, like everyone said, it takes a village, but, you know, when you have that village,
While the Harpers are teaming up for NBA weekend, Ron Jr. admits he's open to teaming up with the Philippines national team in the future.
If the opportunity presents itself and the time it works out, I'd be more than honored to be able to play for the Filipino national team. You know, I feel like it's just a balance, you know, figuring out that schedule with the NBA schedule, just figuring out how to navigate both. But down the line, I'd love to do that.
The 4-year veteran admits that he's had a few conversations over the years, but nothing seriously has come out of it yet. As a pair of rising stars with plenty of potential on very good teams, don't be surprised if you see either Dylan or Ron making it to bigger stages, including the NBA championships, just like their father did. Steve Angeles, Bilyonaryo News Channel, Los Angeles.
Brooklyn Beckham turned Valentine's Day into a headline moment, posting a passionate Instagram tribute to wife Nicola Peltz and vowing to always protect her. The loved-up snaps landed amid lingering tension with his famous parents, David and Victoria Beckham, sparkling speculation that promise meant more than romance. Brooklyn says his first dance with Nicola Peltz during their wedding in 2022 was disrupted by Victoria Beckham, leaving him feeling awkward and embarrassed. For Brooklyn, the message is clear. Nicola comes first, and he's making that loyalty loud and unmistakable.
U.S. television journalist Savannah Guthrie is urging the public to help find her mother, Nancy, who has been missing for over 2 weeks. In an Instagram post Sunday, Guthrie said she and her family still have hope and pleaded for her mother's safe return.
I wanted to come on, and it's been 2 weeks since our mom was taken, and I just wanted to come on and say that we still have hope and we still believe. And I wanted to say to whoever has her or knows where she is that it's never too late. And you're not lost or alone. And it is never too late to do the right thing. And we are here. And we believe. And we believe in the essential goodness of every human being. And it's never too late.
Nancy Guthrie was last seen January 31 near her home in Tucson, Arizona. The FBI said DNA from a glove found near her house matches a masked prowler seen on doorbell camera before she disappeared. Here at home, TV host Willie Revillame defends his new online game show amid criticism. In an exclusive interview on Bilyonaryo news channels at The Forefront, Revillame pushes back against claims that Bilyonaryo promotes gambling, saying life itself is a gamble. He argues that viewers can now participate from home with lower costs, adding that they have a chance to win up to 1 million pesos.
Kung doon ka lang sa loob ng studio, mamamasahe ka rin naman eh. Di ba? So, babiyahe ka din, gagastos ka din. Eto, nasa bahay ka lang eh. Parang kami na yung lumalapit sa inyo. Kami na yung kumakatok sa papremyo. Di ba? But you have to buy tickets. Nandiyan ang sweepstake, nandiyan ang lotto, nandiyan ang playtime, nandiyan ang bingo plus. Ano? But this one, with entertainment. Hindi to totally sugal. Opening, sayawan with the dancers, kumakanta ako. Spin a wheel, hindi ka bumibili ng ticket yan.
Revillame also vows to continue using Bilyonaryo to entertain and help those in need.
May one time, naka-wheelchair, pag nakita ka, pinapalo ka, umiiyak. So, ito yung nabigyan mo ng saya. Pipigilan ba natin yan? Lalo-lalo na yung nasa abroad. Eh, ang hirap na nasa malayo kang pamilya mo. The OFWs, binibigyan ko ng moment yan. Sila binibigyan, kasi alam ko tinatawagan ko, at pag nananalo, may maniya ng 20,000, 30,000, 50,000. Malaking bagay sa kanila. Umiiyak talaga sila. So, yun ang gusto kong gawin, tuloy-tuloy.
Up next, we'll show you our Binondo tour with Old Manila Walks founder Ivan Mandy. Don't go away. The Daily Dish will be right back. Of course, we are talking about Chinese New Year, and we can't do that without being in the heart of it all. Currently at Binondo with the one and only Ivan Mandy when it comes to guiding, history, and of course, all things Chinatown. Ivan Mandy from Old Manila Walks, ni hao to you too.
Ni hao, Sini Kuai Lok, Happy Lunar New Year.
What I know is, Xinye Kuai Le, Hong Pao Nalai, give me the red envelopes. Okay, so where are we right now?
So we are now here at the main plaza of Binondo. And as you can see, a lot of things are happening at this moment. We have food fairs, we have music, and the whole Chinatown is decked in red.
Perfect. It's a real celebration. So Ivan, let's go and take everyone around.
Let's go.
So Chinatown here in Binondo is the oldest Chinatown in the Philippines.
Yes, it is. Now, it's been around since the 1500s. When we had Chinese migrating to Manila during the Spanish colonial period.
I already feel the chaos. What do you actually expect to see here, especially during Chinese New Year? Is it going to be a crowded place?
Yes, there will be more people for sure. But this is also the time of the year when Binondo is at its most liveliest. Because it's the Lunar New Year.
Okay.
And it's like a Chinese version of Christmas.
So it's not the opposite of what people think, that when it's Chinese New Year abroad,
Yes.
what happens is that it's a holiday.
Yes.
Shops are closed. Here in Binondo, everything's open.
Everything is open. It's just that there's more people on the actual day itself.
All right, Ivan, where are you taking me? Because I'm seeing a lot of red, a lot of fruits, a lot of colors.
Yeah, well, we are in this little alley called Carvajal,
Okay.
which is one of the more iconic here alleys in Chinatown. It's actually a market alley. So you see a lot of fruits, you see a lot of, basically food stuff. No?
What about these things that I'm seeing here on top?
Of course, these are Chinese New Year decorations that people buy. They're like pineapples because pineapples symbolize prosperity.
Ooh, okay.
Gold and red because gold and red is the happy color in Chinese.
Perfect. And of course,
Ang Pao is red.
Ang Pao,
Yeah,
Hong
yeah.
Pao, of course.
Yeah, and then you'll see a lot of of course, rice symbolizes.
Oh, this one I'm seeing for the first time.
Well, rice is bounty.
Okay.
Yeah, I think in any culture, at least Filipino Chinese, it really means bounty.
Harvest,
Yeah,
bountiful.
you're not gonna go hungry.
Perfect.
Yes.
So we've got the complete shebang here.
Yes, and of course, lots of round things.
Why round things for Chinese New Year?
Because round symbolizes wholeness.
The wholeness, okay.
Not just money, but wholeness of families, wholeness of your career, wholeness of life.
Life
in
in it
general.
all, okay.
Fully rounded, diba? So you see oranges. This orange is very symbolic also for the Chinese New Year.
So what street is this again? Because I think this is the go-to place.
It's called Carvajal. It's just one of the many little alleys in Chinatown. So on an average day, on a normal day, it's actually a market alley. It's like a talipapa.
So we still have
palengke.
the same fruits during normal
Yes.
days, except that now it's more festive
It's
with tikoys, with
Exactly,
fruits, and all
yeah.
those decorations. No?
Exactly. Okay, so now let's try something that we eat during Chinese New Year.
Which is?
Lumpia.
Lumpia! So this one you will find on tables, of course.
Well, some families prepare this on Lunar New Year.
Okay.
Because it's not an easy dish to prepare. So it's considered a sort of a festive dish for some families.
With a lot of ingredients
Lots of
mixed
ingredients
in also.
and yes, okay? Let's eat
go.
lumpia. Okay.
right, so right now, Ivan, where are we? Because it smells so savory.
Well, we are here in a shop called Po Hyung Lumpia.
Okay.
And you know, lumpia is a traditional Chinese New Year dish that I grew up eating.
I think most Chinoys do. That's something that you actually have in your home, right?
Yes, well, I remember when we were kids, my grandma would make lumpia.
Fresh.
Yes, yeah. Now, the lumpia that we do, most people call it Chinese lumpia, just to differentiate it from the other lumpias, right? It's not a very easy dish to prepare because it involves a lot of prepping. Vegetables, meats, and all that.
Lots of ingredients everywhere.
Yeah, so it was traditionally considered as somewhat of a festive dish.
So is it also right to say that you can celebrate with it?
Yes, you can actually eat it any time of the year. But you know, in New Year, it's celebration. So you usually prepare heirloom recipes, right?
Perfect. So let's see how it's made, guys. Here we go.
So you know, wrapping a lumpia is easy. It's the making them that is quite tedious.
Okay.
Because you have to do a lot of prepping, which usually involves a lot of stir frying of ingredients, vegetables in particular, ground meat, carrots, cabbage, lettuce, and all that. Okay, so this is the filling.
Let's show it.
Yes, balot ka na.
See that? Oh my gosh!
So she starts by putting some ground peanuts.
Okay, I'm excited because it brings back so many memories, just like what you told me, you know.
Yes.
Growing up, you have this in your home.
Yes.
Families do it together sometimes.
And the fun part is that, again, it's round, so symbolizing wholeness of
Meaningful
the
pa
family.
rin siya.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one is the, it's called hoti. It's actually dried seaweeds.
So this one gives it that extra crunch.
It's seaweeds with fried bihon. So it has that crunch, but it also has that sort of seaweed taste. Okay.
Seaweed taste. That savory, but also umami.
Yes.
The umami.
And then she puts in some lettuce. Okay. And this is the filling. Okay. So it has carrots, cabbage, shrimp heads as well. No. Adds more peanuts, and then she just wraps it like that. And then usually you just eat it like you would eat a wrap or a shawarma.
And look at just the size of it. It reminds you that, you know, everything is still bountiful.
Yes.
Diba?
Yeah,
Symbolism yan when it comes to Chinese New Year.
Mm-hmm.
You can't talk about Chinese New Year without food, ladies and gentlemen. Food is a must.
Again, it's like Christmas. You know, food is part of the tradition.
So, lunar year, that's
Yes.
how we actually call it, right?
Yes, because it's based on the lunar calendar. Okay? So now I think we can eat this chow.
Oh, this is the best part.
Gong Si Fa Cai. Cheers.
How Hi, Howla. When you eat good Chinese food, you end up speaking Chinese too.
Then you can also add many things. You can put the red chili sauce.
We have it here.
Yeah, you can also put sometimes hoisin sauce. Okay, so there are many ways. I like it with cilantro. Okay.
You want sauce too?
Yes,
okay.
please. There you go.
Yes, cilantro. Sometimes we see. Oh,
There you go.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! That was a pop-up. Okay, cheers.
Cheers. So if you guys are coming to Binondo, this is a street that you might want to consider to drop by, or actually it's a must seeing everything that they prepared, what they're selling, and of course don't forget this awesome shop. How do you say it again?
Po Hyung Lumpia.
Po Hyung Lumpia. 来，我们吃了。
Gusto niyo lumpia?
Okay, Ivan, while I devour this lumpia in these beautiful, colorful streets of Binondo, tell me, Chinese New Year is celebrated midnight, in the morning, dinner time? How does it work?
Well, for some of the more traditional families, they will have a New Year's Eve dinner. Sort of like the Noche Buena for most people. So I guess that's when they gather families.
Correct.
And they feast on food. You know, you mentioned that when you were growing up, you were also feasting on food, right?
Mom would cook, you know, meals, and
Yes.
you all stay home.
Yes, exactly. But of course, traditionally, if the Chinese on New Year, that's when they close shop because it's a holiday.
And when do you expect to see the fireworks, the dragon dance?
Fireworks is usually on the New Year's Eve. In Manila, we have New Year's countdown, no, where they would have countdown for the New Year on the New Year's Eve. Okay, and you can also go to temples, because that's where you just have a lot of people rushing to temples to say their prayers and do their, yes, yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
From one stall to another, where are we right now, Ivan?
Okay, so now I'm taking you to one of my favorite dumpling places. Tikoy is what we usually associate Chinese New Year
Especially
with.
for Chinoys,
Exactly,
right?
for Chinoys. And Tikoy has very southern Chinese origins,
Okay.
right? But in other parts of China, they actually have other symbolic foods that are eaten less with us.
Like what?
Like dumplings.
Dumplings, which is also somewhat round?
Well, they're sort of shaped like a gold bar, apparently.
There, so
Yeah.
that's why. Is that the reason na pang New Year siya?
Yeah, because they say that you're eating wealth.
Gold
Right.
bars.
Like eating wealth, right? In Mandarin, it's called jiaozi.
Okay, jiaozi.
So this is my favorite jiaozi in Chinatown.
Oh my gosh.
So that one has chives and ground pork and their own little secret 7 herbs of recipes and spices.
Don't you just wish it's Chinese New Year every day?
Yes, and fresh from the pot too.
Very steaming, yeah, it's steaming hot as you can see. And yes, it's true. This is what families also eat.
Yes.
For us, for my family before, we would have a lot of dumplings.
Yeah.
But it's only now that I found out gold bars kasi.
It's sort of shaped like a gold bar. And then, back then some families would make this, prepare this together. Exactly.
Yes. So they would make this from scratch.
From scratch, like the lumpia.
Exactly.
So you talk, you make.
It could
and then
be
it's a
chopped
tradition.
shrimps, pork,
Yes.
whichever, right?
It usually has ground pork. It could be any vegetable, chives, cabbage,
mushrooms,
celery,
yeah.
mushrooms, bell peppers, no?
Ooh.
But this is chives, like chive.
Like chow, like chow. Chives like chow.
Chives. Okay, so let's eat. So this is chili sauce. So you want it a little bit with a kick.
Is this typically how the Chinese also eat it?
Yeah, in
Even
northern
with vinegar?
China. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. No? And you just pop it in your mouth. It's like wishing that you want to pop wealth to your life. Right?
Go for the wealth, Ivan. Okay, let me give it a try. One. Of course, with chopsticks. Pop it in one go, all
Yes.
in. Okay. Popping the wealth for Chinese New Year. It's actually still moist.
And almost melt in your mouth.
Not dry at all. You really feel. Bye, guys. I'm staying here. All the way to Chinese New Year. This is my new hangout.
Well, wishing you well for the Lunar New Year.
So even the food each of them has symbolism. The fruits, the food that you take, the things that you put on your table as well.
Well, not all, but a lot of it. Again, it's a play on words.
Tell us what is the most prominent practice for Chinese New Year that should be done. If we could just do one thing, what should it be?
The easiest for me is wear red. Wearing
Wear
red
red.
color. Bright red color.
But then some people say because it's the year of the fiery horse, it might be too much contrast for the fieriness.
Okay.
So wear red, that's one. What else? Mine kasi is eat good food.
Yeah.
Eat good food, and this is it. One more.
Be nice to people.
I think that's the best answer. Miss Chinatown, everyone.
Yes.
Mr. and Miss Chinatown. Be nice to people.
It's the new year, right?
Good luck to
Yeah.
bring you back luck.
Yeah, and
Good karma.
You want well wishes to others.
Correct.
Sharing bounty, sharing wealth, sharing love, sharing good things.
And that's why we give red envelopes or ang pao.
Yes.
It can't be Chinese New Year also without this one. This one right here. And you're talking about tikoy. What is the meaning behind tikoy? Is this just purely for Chinoys or even for the Chinese community abroad?
Okay, well, number one, tikoy is not a Chinese word, okay? It's a Tagalog word.
Okay.
Because in Chinese, we say tika.
Tika,
Okay?
okay.
Ti is sweet.
Okay.
Ke is like a cake. And it's sweet and it's round. Again, New Year, symbolizing wholeness, sweetness, and good stuff sticking together.
Sweet
Yeah.
life ahead
Yes,
for the
and
Lunar
basically
Year.
sweet
Yeah.
things, right?
I love it.
And
Okay.
since it's the New Year, we want everything to be sweet. We don't like toxic people.
We don't like
Acid-
bitter things.
We don't like acidic tongues.
So nothing of that. Only
Yes.
sweetness and goodness.
Yes, and of course today, tikoy is the thing that we give out to friends and families.
Why is that a
during the New
tradition?
Year.
Aside from red envelopes, why give decoys to other people?
I think it's just a feel-good thing. It's like, it's nice when you give out fruit cakes on Christmas. It's the same with tikoy.
Okay, so also, I guess like good karma,
Good
sharing
karma,
the wealth.
And sometimes also appreciating others. you
Yes,
know, because-
so I appreciate you, Ivan.
Thank you. So let's eat tikoy.
Aside from tikoy, here's something that I'm personally seeing for the first time, Ivan. So you're introducing it to me. Taran! Okay, get it. Let's put it out.
It's like a giant puto.
What is this? How do you call it?
Well, in Hokkien, we call this huatke.
Huatke.
Yeah. Huat means rise up.
To rise up. Okay.
Ke is cake.
So to rise up cake.
Yes. So again, New Year, wishing you to rise up.
So this
with
is
life.
huatke, everyone.
Yes.
Also, this is something that you can eat and be given to other people for New Year's.
Yes. So my grandma, my ama, would make this on Chinese New Year. And in fact, she would actually
Oh.
put gold chocolate coins.
Right here.
Yeah.
Also, you can have your own rendition also.
Yeah, but if you steam it, if you make
Okay.
your own. But today, not many people do that, so we just buy from the trusted neighborhood bakery.
Of course, the 1948 Huatke store.
Hopya. Okay, let's try.
Thank
Let's
you.
try
Here, here.
huatke.
Oh, let me.
Okay. It's just like puto.
Okay.
Papatikim daw tayo. Thank you, Toshi.
Thank you, Tosha.
So, wishing
Tosha.
you prosperity, Bree.
Bree.
Sana umalsa ang buhay mo.
Oh, ako din. Ako
Umangat
din.
tayo, lahat
Umangat.
tayo aangat.
Sabay-sabay, angat.
Sabay-sabay tayo angat,
Angat.
hindi lang isa. Okay? Ganun yan. So, ito, Fatki, ulit. Sorry,
You can join. No, join us. Join us.
Si Anya.
Because the store has been around. Most of the stores here in Chinatown, when you go visit for Chinese New Year,
Yeah.
second, third generation. Is this typical?
Yes, if they survive that long.
But it seems to be that a lot have here in Binondo compared to other places, ah.
Yes, yes. Some have prospered more than the others, but we still get a lot of these traditional shops that are still run by intergenerational family members.
So perfect. That's why it's also lovely to bring your family to experience that here.
Yes,
Okay.
so this is
Huatke.
Okay.
Seriously, I'm having this for the first time. So let's see. Oh, I get it now. Yeah. You described it very well. Puto.
It's like a Chinese puto.
Chinese puto. And just do it like how his ama did it. Put some gold coins for extra luck.
Or you can put butter for a little richness.
I like that better, the butter.
Yeah, you can put butter, no?
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Wala ganyan mama mo.
No, this is so Taiwanese.
I know, because it's a Taiwanese shop.
Ah.
Yeah. So these we don't have in the Chinoy tradition, but for the Taiwanese Chinese,
Yes.
this is something.
So this
that
is
they-
something that I
Wait,
grew
shoot
up
dito.
seeing and knowing all through my life.
Mhm.
The sweets packaged this way. So
Yes.
this is more of a Taiwanese thing, but still Chinese New Year.
Yeah. So you see a lot of sweets and round things, and
You have your dates.
You have dates, you have noodles,
of course,
long life, right?
yeah.
And you have gold coins, gold bars,
And of
course the gold, the gold bar, no? So yeah, so this is, ito, ang ganda, look at this.
May ganito na palang packaging.
Matagal na to,
Dapat-
matagal na sila.
Siyempre ngayon ko lang nalaman. Sana namigay ako ng mga ganito.
Oo, ayan siya. 2,280, not too bad.
Ay, grabe.
See, look at this, it's like a gift basket. It's a gift basket with the God of fortune. Alam mo na, Charles, susunod.
How do you say the name of the gods of fortune?
Cai Xinye.
I know that.
Cai
Cai Xinye.
Yeah. Tapos meron siyang mga, like, this is their
Oh,
huatke.
so this one is
Huatke.
Nyankao.
But it's also like huatke.
New Year. Ah.
See, but it's like it has a spring.
Okay, so
Because
the
it's
what cake
spring.
that you showed us, the counterpart of that is the nian kao, which is the sweet New Year cake. Tama
Well,
ba?
we call it Hokkien in Hokkien,
But it's the
same
same.
principle. It's rising
Yeah,
up.
so it's-
but this one has a nice decorative
It's
piece to
sweet
it.
like puto.
Yes.
This one I know. When you said already na okay, so now I know what can nian kao. It's
Yeah.
the same.
So this is a very festive shop. Hi, Atsi. Sorry.
Please, Atsi. Okay, labas na kami.
Kilala niyo si Atsi. Pakilala ko si Atsi. Xianghua. Sige, si
Hello.
Chal.
Hi, ni hao.
Bilyonaryo News
Sorry,
Channel.
quick shoot lang for Chinese New
Hindi,
Year. Pero we show the shop.
Hindi, kasi gusto ko lang pakita sa kanya. Kasi isi Taiwan lang.
Ipan Taiwan人.
Oo. Adiao.
妈妈是台湾人，爸爸是菲律宾人。
Adiao isi si An, sige, Bilyonaryo News Channel. Kasi beho, ikwani ko, biglang pumasok na. Di pa na masaya.
And then I saw,
Okay lang.
I said, oh, I only saw this in Taiwan. So you have it pala.
So next time in Manila,
Now
you know.
now I know. Orders here. Thank you.
Ano to? Sandali. So, si Tanga ba? See? These are candies.
Candies to
Look
give
at that,
away.
so pretty.
This is the one that you should give away. You know.
Yeah, more than the tikoy.
Yes, I think this is the one to your in-laws.
Yes. To the people that you want to be sweet with.
too.
Yes, no? So, yeah, there's more than just tikoy that you can give out.
There's
really.
a lot
There's
more.
Even fruits is very symbolic. Okay?
Okay, thank
Sige,
you.
yeah, now you know.
谢谢。
Sige, tosya.
Thank you, tosya.
Okay.
As I always say, if you weren't able to celebrate your New Year's right on Jan 1, this is your second chance, Chinese New Year. And of course, a huge tosya to our Binondo, culture vulture, anything historic, anything with food, anything and everything, the one and only Ivan Mandy. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chal, for visiting our neighborhood.
And of course, Kong Si Fa Cai, Hong Pao Na Lai.
Happy Lunar
Happy New Year.